Hey slutties, it's your fantastic host Sammie Switch, here with a special offer just for you. Whether you're filming content, hitting conventions, going to play parties, meeting someone from an app, or just living your best slut life, it is your slutty duty to know your status. Not just for you, but for your partners as well. That's why I've teamed up with Better Life Science, bringing you STD Hero testing. Simple at-home sample collecting, no more waiting rooms, next-level privacy, and thorough, accurate results. Your results are delivered directly to you with no middleman, and best part yet, they typically return to you within 48 hours. Being sex positive means being proactive. Getting tested isn't awkward, and it isn't scary. And it definitely isn't something to hide. It's confidence, it's communication, and honestly, it's sexy. Now, this part here is for my content creators. STD Hero also offers PASS-certified testing kits, making it easier to meet testing requirements for collaborations and shoots, while giving everyone involved a little more peace of mind. Make sure to grab their Ultimate Hero Pass panel, which is PASS-certified and covers all the screenings you're typically required for a content shoot. So whether you're creating content, making new connections, or simply taking care of yourself, make regular testing part of your self-care routine. It's 2026, and everyone who is active should be a responsible slutty. Have your status ready to share with your co-stars and partners alike. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to mybls.com, pick the kit that's right for you, and make sure when you check out to use my special promotion code Suburban to save 10% off your order today. And remember what I preach every week here on the show. As always, stay safe, stay informed, and stay slutty.
No need to knock, the door's unlocked. Come on in, let's have some fun. We'll make it hot, won't wanna stop. Slide on into Suburban Slut. No need to knock, the door's unlocked. Come on in, let's have some fun. We'll make it hot, won't wanna stop. Slide on into Suburban Slut.
Hey there, slutties, and welcome to the Suburban Slut Podcast, your home for kinkery, for sluttery, for fuckery, and for everything in between. I am your content creator's favorite co-star, the feral delight himself, Sammie Switch, welcoming you to a brand new episode, in a brand new week, in a brand new day, in a brand new chapter. So many brand news. Any hoozles, welcome back to the neighborhood. So glad you came, or if this is your first time, thanks for swinging by. Don't be shy, come on in. Shoes off, pants off, inhibitions at the door. This is the Suburban Slut Podcast. And how are my slutties doing today? It is Sunday. It is gloomy. It has been raining all day. But alas, tonight is the season finale of, I was going to say Game of Thrones, then I was going to say House of Dragons, then I almost said House of Cards. One of those is right. House of Dragons, season finale tonight. I do watch the show. I do enjoy it. I cannot tell any of the characters' names apart, especially all the bastard children, the blonde kids, the dragons, the nobody riders that rides them. So please don't be mad. I just enjoy the show. It's fun to watch. So I am going to be watching that after I record this episode. But I wanted to get this in the can for the week. So speaking of cans, let's get into it. What's coming up on the show tonight? The long-awaited, anticipated Vampiress interview is coming up. I am going to go over some play party etiquette, thanks to a recent party this weekend. And the Shoot House preview, it's less than 2 weeks away. I am nervous as hell, I'm excited as hell, and I have some scenes lined up. So, before we get into that, let's go over the plugs, and then we'll go into the love of the show, who helps keep the love flowing weekly. But yes, plugs. Lube up, take a breath. Slowly. Oh. Good boy. Good girl. Good they. Good them. Let's go. So how can you support the show and grow the neighborhood? Well, like finds like, and this is where you can find other slutties supporting the show. Clips for sale on ManyVids at Sammie Switch. Chatterbait Sammie Switch. Merch. You can get your Suburban Slut branded goodies at suburban-slut-podcast.myspreadshop.com. Instagram, Suburban Slut Podcast. X, Suburban Slut Pod. FetLife is Sammie Switch. Facebook is Sammie Switch. The podcast page, Suburban Slut Podcast. YouTube, Suburban Slut Podcast. Join us over there. Like, smash, subscribe. Pound that like button like it owes you money. Patreon, of course. We are back up and running on Patreon. So Suburban Slut Podcast. For $5 a month, you get ad-free episodes, you get exclusive content, and so much more. Wherever you get your podcasts, we are on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Basically, if you have a podcast supplier, you put in Suburban Slut Podcast, you're going to find the show. And most importantly, I want to hear from you. Email me at suburbanslutpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to play previous games, if you want to ask for sexual advice, if you have a question, if you just want to shoot the shit, or if you want to play and give your answers to previous games we've played on the show, whether it's Slut Madness, Fuck, Marry, Kill, you are more than welcome to. Just email me your responses at suburbanslutpodcast@gmail.com, and I will read it live on the air. Yes, I have paper printouts this week. That is why the plug section went so smoothly. Sponsors of the show, these are the ones that help keep the love flowing in the neighborhood. Loveents. Find our, and all these links, of course, I keep meaning to add this, so my apologies. All of our promos and discount codes can be found on our link tree via Instagram or on X/Twitter, whichever you want to call it. But you will always find our links and promo codes there. So, Loveents, get $10 off your purchase thanks to the Suburban Slut Podcast. STD Hero, you heard the wonderful ad, and every week we love to start the show off with STD Hero, because knowing your status is so key. It's so important, not just for your health, but your partner's health. Please, please, please know your status and share your status. Know and share. With Suburban Slut Podcast, you get 10% off with code Suburban at mybls.com. And one of our favorite sex stores around, Sweetly Sassy. Holly, my lovely Holly. They're giving you 10% off with promo code SUBSLUT10 at sweetlysassy.com. And as always, orders $99 and up at sweetlysassy.com get free shipping to boot. So what are you waiting for? Now for the show, what's new? Let's dive face first into it. Let's dive right in. Let's dive face first like eager little oral sluts we are. I want to give a special placement here for the one and only Chaos Cody, my favorite non-binary gremlin. They are so amazing. They are smart. They are educated. They're an adorable pup. They, as they spoke about previously on the show, host education classes and seminars at the Pleasure Chest Chicago. Of course, that's Pleasure Chest Stores on the Instagram and on X/Twitter. Cody is teaching a class about strapping and switching at the Pleasure Chest Chicago Friday, August 21st at 7 p.m. This is an amazing class. I have spoken to Cody. I'm going to try to make it. That is the weekend of the shoot house, so I'm waiting for the shoot schedule to come out. I've been really excited for this class and really hoping to see it live and be able to participate and partake in Cody's educational seminar. If you are interested in strapping and switching and are in the Chicagoland area, please go to eventbrite.com. If you search The Pleasure Chest, you will find the Eventbrite page, and you will be looking for Strapping and Switching with Cody in Chicago, Friday, August 21st at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Pleasure Chest. Cody can be found on Instagram at Chaos Cosmo, Khau. Nope, I can't spell. I'm illiterate. One more time with feeling. Chaos Cosmo, KHAOS_KOSMO. Here is the part you're waiting for. I know, you're like, oh my God, how am I going to afford tickets? A class with Cody, a class at the Pleasure Chest. This is probably going to be like $50. Fuck, all right. I guess I'll see what I can do. I'll pawn some items. I'll sell myself. No. The class is free $99. All you have to do is register for your spot on Eventbrite.com on the Pleasure Chest event page. All you have to do. That's all you have to do. You have to just register, and it's free. And you can come get educated by Cody. You can ask questions. And, of course, you can shop the store afterwards. So please, by all means, help support one of our favorite people here on the show. Cody, much love to you. Hope this helps. And hopefully I can make it. Hopefully I can bring some people from the Shoot House over. So we'll stay in touch. But, yes, again, Friday, August 21st, 7 p.m., Pleasure Trust Chicago. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. And if you go, make sure you tell Cody that Sammie sent you. Duh. I mean, just so they know that the show helped. I mean, come on. Any hoozles. On to the show. The Chicago Shoot House. My God. I have a lovely array of people I'm sharing this house with. Every person that is going is amazing. I am thankful to everyone that has made it happen, for the host, for the Airbnb, for everyone participating, for everyone organizing. Sammie Switch loves you. The Suburban Slut Podcast loves you. As of right now, here is my tentative schedule. I have connected with and plan to shoot some content, of course, with Capri Sun, who we mentioned last week on the show. We are going to bring some silly, sexy chaos coming your way, so please stay tuned for that. I will also be shooting with the Amber Fox, and we're doing a very special segment. I do not want to spoil it, but it is a first for the show. It's a first for Amber as well, and I think it's going to be genuinely amazing. I don't even know the word, so I'm just calling it a segment. But it's an amazing moment and an experience that we are capturing on film and audio for the first time for both of us. And so, yes, no spoilers. Stay tuned. I have a very passionate scene scheduled with the Lacey Fox. Very tender, very sweet, very romantic and sensual. So that will be delightful. Everything's delightful. So every week it's a new word. I'm working on, of course, and now delightful and now delightful seems to be slipping in. So I'm ahead of the game. I caught it already, so we'll try to cut it out for the rest of the show. Two people I am dying to shoot with. Huge fans of them on social. Claire and Liam, the alt duo extreme couple. And of course, I will hashtag, give everyone's handles and everything so you can follow them as well. I cannot wait to work with all these people. I've spoken with them. I have vibe checked. They are awesome. They are genuine. It's next week. Oh my fucking God. It's next week. I'm really nervous, but I'm genuinely so excited that the excitement is starting to take over the nervousness. Stay tuned for everything from there. I am going to try to record some sit-down segments with other people there as well at the Shoot House. I don't know. I get giddy about it. Hopefully this is the start of something. I really do hope. I'm going to do my darndest, and let's fucking go. Let's slut it up, babies. So that's the Shoot House. The event, of course, for Cody and the Pleasure Chest. Here is what I wanted to talk about. I'm going to put my paper down. I'm going to shoot from the hip. I'm going to shoot straight from the heart. And we're going to have an honest conversation. Boys, girls, theys, thems, put down your phones. Still listen to the show, but I don't want any distractions. I want you to listen. I want you to take this to heart, and we're going to have an honest conversation about party etiquette. Yes, parties mostly cost money. There's fees. Yes, there's a lot of planning that go into parties. Yes, the excitement is real. This is more so about FOMO and the sniffles. So I'm titling this FOMO and Sniffles. They don't go together. No, that sounds kind of weird. I didn't really name this segment before, and I'm trying to name it as I recorded. FOMO and Sniffles. FOMO and Sniffles, being a responsible slutty. As you all know, we have, of course, Miss Lisa's Boys Town West. Shout out to Miss Lisa. An event that focuses on bi men. That's a play party hosted in Aurora. And, of course, you can always get tickets and come out and find us. I will add those in the show notes. It's via the Friends Night Out party page, but it's a solo event. Most likely your best bet is to find us on FetLife, and of course I always share the event there. Sammie Switch on FetLife. Feel free to add me, feel free to follow, and you can find all the information about Miss Lisa's Boys Town West party there. And I was working the door, checking everyone in, and I'm guilty of this. Here's the kicker, folks. I'm absolutely guilty of this. I can't think of someone who isn't, but this is a great learning opportunity. Someone attended the event, and I overheard them saying, I took a nap today, and when I woke up, I just wasn't feeling good. And the second I heard that, I was like, red alarm, burp, 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 fuck, nope, stay away, stay away. And I even heard them introduce themselves to someone and said, oh, no handshaking tonight, I have germs. You don't want me prepping the food tonight. I thought, fuck, I'm going to get sick. I am absolutely going to get sick. There's something called play party flu or event flu or party flu, whatever you want to name it as. Almost every time you go to a swingers event or a play party, there's a high chance, there's a high probability you're going to get sick. And this person will remain anonymous. I'm not naming names, but I wanted to bring this up and use this as a great example to help educate the neighborhood. They said they weren't feeling good and, they woke up feeling sick. Here is the etiquette part of the story. If you are not feeling good, if you suddenly are feeling sick, stay home. It's that simple. And I'm not trying to be curt. Well, my name's Sammie. I'm not curt. You know what I mean. But yeah, it's a brutal, hard, straight up fact. If you are not feeling well, stay home. Use your tickets for another night. Reach out to the event coordinator. They will obviously be understanding most of the time and be like, thank you so much for not bringing the sickness, the germs, the whatever into the party. And I remember way back when, many, many years ago, when I was a baby in the lifestyle, I absolutely did this as well. We had a play party, and I wasn't feeling good, and I tried loading up on vitamins and this and that, and I kept telling myself, I'm not going to play with anyone except for, Tish, and Tish is probably going to have what I have anyway, so it's fine. It doesn't matter if you're playing or not. You're in a tight, enclosed space with probably bad air circulation. If you're sick, you are going to spread those germs to everyone else, whether you are playing or not. There's a common misconception that if you're not feeling good, you can still go to a play party, just don't play. It's not true. It is simply false. Sorry again to be so straightforward on this and, a little blunt. But if you're not feeling good, stay home. Your germs will spread in the air. You're going to get a bunch of other people sick. And that's not fair. It's not fair to people who, they're feeling healthy. Some people even prepare for play parties. Some people take vitamin C the week of. Some people hydrate. They take extra care of their bodies to ensure they're not sick for a play party. That is the thought train we should have. And here's where hopefully this might help the neighborhood. The week of a play party, I absolutely make sure to take my daily vitamins. I even take vitamin C, normally about 5 days before the party. I'll take an emergency every morning. The emergin, letter C. And that helps. It helps boost my immune system. It helps make sure I'm feeling well enough for the party. So what it comes down to is, like, I know people don't want to miss out, but it's being a responsible slutty, everyone. If you're not feeling good, it's not okay for you to put other people's health at risk just because you have a case of FOMO. You got sick, it happens, it fucking sucks. Again, next party, next time. This is not the last party. You're not going to die if you don't go to this party. Do yourself a favor and do the ones you care about a favor as well, and just stay home. It's okay. I really hope this reaches at least a few people. I really hope some people take this to heart. And hopefully if we all work together, we can make it a better, more enjoyable play party. So yeah, with the party this weekend, normally Sammie dives in headfirst into some sluttery. You know this. There were some outstanding outside circumstances that I was really struggling with the other night, and unfortunately I was not the silly Sammie slutties come forward to a Miss Lisa's Boys Town West party. And I apologize. I even had multiple people ask me, Sammie, are you coming upstairs? Sammie, are you jumping in? And I just politely said, no, not tonight. I'll be downstairs if anyone needs me, I popped upstairs a few times just to see how everyone was doing, but just was not in the headspace for playing. And funny fact, not to toot my own horn, but beep beep. So I didn't go upstairs and play. And the party actually ended an hour and a half early. This was the first time ever the party ended early. We were out the door early. I was on my way home early. And, truth be told, I sat there. I'm like, weird. I wasn't playing upstairs and hosting sluttery. And the party ended early. I guess that just means, I guess it just means I'm a pretty good sexy party host. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, I keep the fun going. I do my best. So I just thought that was funny. I had to share a little feather in my cap, but... Yes, and there is no Miss Lisa's party in the month of September. So until October, and of course it's October, so of course I'm sure it's going to be Halloween themed. We'll see. Find us on FetLife, find Miss Lisa's Boys Town West on FetLife, and hopefully come out in October. And just like with the Pleasure Chest party, tell them Sammie sent you. All right, so that was party etiquette. Now it is time what everyone's been waiting for with bated anticipation. Tonight, at long last, I am bringing you the Vampiress interview you have all been waiting for, like such good boys, such good girls, such good they, such good thems. Who is Vampiress? Well, first of all, smack yourself. How dare you? How you not... Whoa, can't speak good, not so much. How dare you not to be aware of Vampiress? They are one of the staples of Exxxotica. Whether they're doing their floor show, whether they're walking around as volunteers, the aura farming is next level. With a haunted allure, an unforgettable gaze, and enough gothic glamour to raise the dead, she has a way of leaving audiences completely mesmerized. Model, artist, performer, and the very definition of main stage sideshow energy. She has built a world where beauty and the macabre dance hand in hand. Whether she's tempting your darkest fantasies or proving that creatures lurking in the shadow are the ones having all the fun, one thing is certain: tonight is going to be one hell of a ride. Without further ado, I bring to you my interview with Vampiress. Tonight, it is my absolute pleasure and honor to welcome to the neighborhood and host Vampiress, 2025 EDI West Starlet winner, 2025 Kink Performer of the Year, 2024 Stripper Olympics champion, that's not right, model, featured entertainer, dancer, circus artist, artiste, dom, and coach. Vampiress, thanks so much for sliding on in tonight. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Yeah, and I've always seen you on socials, and of course, I've seen you at Exxxotica, and I did see you at Exxxotica Chicago this year. The one question I had asked, I didn't see this anywhere on your profile. Where did you go to agricultural school? Because I said that wrong. It was supposed to be a funny joke, because you on the floor are just aura farming the entire expo at Chicago this year.
I learned it and picked it up in the trades of the many performance disciplinaries that I've been training in. So take a little bit from everything and make my own potion to make sure that I'm ready to allure all types of audiences.
Allure, yes. That is absolutely what you do. So I had to get that out of the way. But now, before we get into our full interview, of course, I like to warm up with our guest, a little tease before we move into the full interview, a round of foreplay, if you will. So, Vampiress, do you consent? I cannot stop rolling the S. It's just so natural now. Do you consent and want to play with me?
I do consent and would love to play with you.
Thank you. And of course, boys, girls, theys, thems, consent is key, and that is what we stress every week here on the show. So, number one, favorite pizza topping combination. What is your go-to?
So mine's very controversial, and you'll either love me or hate me. Pineapple and pepperoni or ham.
Now,
I am a Hawaiian pizza girly.
The pepperoni I can absolutely get behind. For the ham, I always change it up to American bacon. I'm just bougie like that.
But I like American bacon.
I love pineapple on pizza, and it's 2026 and it still has such a stigma around. I'm like, dude, grow the fuck up. Come on.
Sweet and salty, man. It's the best combination. But I'm also the weirdo that will eat pickles with honey at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like a psychopath.
Pickles I'm a pickle slut. It's on my water bottle. I've never tried pickles and honey though.
Yeah, pickles and honey. It's like a weird craving that I had. It was after a really crazy show. Needed electrolytes, but I wanted that sweet and salty combo, and all I had in the hotel was pickles and some honey, and it hit every spot I needed it to.
Oh my God. That is now on my list. I'm going to try that, because I'll drink Claus and pickles juice straight from the jar. I do not give a fuck. It is delicious.
Straight, yes. Agreed.
Now, for this one, what is a compliment someone said to you during your tenure that just really hit hard in the best way possible? Or this used to just be the hottest thing someone ever said to you?
This one pops right out in my mind. Somebody was like, "You are like liquid sex in a bottle." And it still resonates and makes my skin crawl a little bit. I'm like, ooh, liquid sex in a bottle? That's the spiciest compliment I think I've ever gotten.
I love it. It's poetry. Now, would it be like a coffin-shaped bottle or more of a spooky vibe, I imagine?
My physique type bottle.
Yes.
If they made a glass bottle of my body.
Right. You're like, just like this. I'll give you my credit card after the show. We'll make sure that happens. That'll be the new thing to sell.
Indeed. No more bathwater. Just sex in a bottle.
Sex in a bottle. Now, for this one, let's say you stumble across a genie that wants to grant you 3 sexy wishes. What would you wish for?
Real orgasms for all my house mothers. You know?
And love it.
They, thems, he, hers. I wish real orgasms for everybody. No more of that fake moaning shit. Everybody deserves an orgasm.
Yeah. No more acting.
But no more acting. Unless, like, porn's fine. But also, have some real orgasms while you're doing that, too.
Yeah, enjoy your work. Come on.
One other sexy wish is I wish that there was more education around safe domination and submission. There's a lot of frauds out there that have hurt people. So
fake doms.
more resources. Yep.
Yeah.
More resources, more understanding around safe play and what are the red flags of an unsafe situation. Um,
Love that. Because, yeah, I mean, some of the
there,
dangerous stuff is fun, but if they're not educated in safety, how to perform it, dangers, it's like, oh, let me just choke you. Well, have you looked this up?
yep. Like,
Come
let's
on.
look at this a little bit. Like, let's see where we're choking. Are we on an artery? Are we doing breath chokes?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing here? Things like that are very important.
Yes,
I think the
education.
third and final one would just be the ability to self-express in any way, shape, or form. And I know that's a big wish, but it is a
No,
sexy
but
wish,
yeah,
especially in this economic situation and political environment we're all in. I
absolutely.
wish more self-expression for everyone around us.
That was a hell of a combo. My hat off to you, milady. Thank you.
Thank you.
And of course, before we wrap up this session and head on to the interview, we always like to end on a little honest tea. What was the last thing you came to?
Mm. Uh, Double penetration porn.
That is a good one. Mm.
Contemplations of double penetration, both like hetero. I'm not picky, right? I'm cool with heterosexual
Vampiress is not
sex,
picky.
homo sex, all of the above. Just
Yes.
long as there's extra penetration going on, that's my jam, and that's what I got off to last.
See, and I love that. And one of my favorites, it's underrated, and I still classify it as double penetration, is when it's male, male, female, but everyone's bisexual.
Yeah, I
And
enjoy
one
that as
male is in
well.
the other male, the middle male is in the female. I have never done that. It's on my bucket list, but I am horrified how long I would be able to last with such insane
Amounts of
emotions,
stimuli.
feelings. Yeah,
Yeah,
I always joke with my partners. I'm like, I think I'd be like 10 seconds and I'd be done. I it's intense,
takes
but yes,
some
those
time.
right. But yes, ooh, DP porn, absolutely.
Yes, I'm
All
into
right.
it.
So let's get to know more about you. So for everyone meeting you for the first time, tell us about Vampiress. What's your style, your stage presence, and what do you think keeps audiences coming back to watch you perform?
So I'm Vampiress. I do dark alluring. We call it dark elegance is
Ooh.
the broad overarching term that we've come to realize my performances. I mix a broad range of contemporary dance, classical dance, circus art,
Mm.
sideshow,
Love
um,
sideshow.
and aerials and contortion, as well as some fire, because we gotta have that little danger.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and I'm a multidisciplinary performer, so that's the best way I like to describe my work is multidisciplinary. There's a little
Mm.
something for everybody, different shows, whether you like intense, a lot of acrobatics, a lot of big stage effects. I
Yeah.
do that. And then I go all the way to like traditional burlesque shows, with my little contemporary flair.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
so I like to have a little bit of a charcuterie board, if you will,
Yes.
of
Love
performances for
that.
everybody.
A charcuterie board, you can say. So if someone was seeing you perform for the very first time, what's a routine act or performance that perfectly captures who you are as an entertainer? And I know with such the charcuterie board, that may be a little difficult, but we'll
It's
see.
very. It
Yeah.
is an interesting question. So it's weird. I don't think one performance captures me in my fullest
Yeah.
capacity.
No, no, no.
More like it's like a series. And you can see
Ooh,
every series of my
okay.
life with my performance reels or like range of
Genius.
performances. So like I have a circus show and I have different iterations of my circus show ranging
Hmm.
from like pure horror, like should be in a haunted
Ooh,
house to like full
yep.
burlesque, like with the boas and the feathers. But that represents all of my circus training because I was
Hmm.
a professionally trained circus artist. I have
Oh,
a
awesome.
certificate in that. So that
Hell yeah.
that area describes that portion of my life. I have trained under burlesque performers for long while as well. So I
Mm-hmm.
have my very traditional burlesque, with contemporary aspects, added in. And then I have my vampire shows or my horror
Mm.
shows, which I'm
Yes.
very notorious for, in which just showcase all of the horror and blood, and also kind of showcase how I got my name, Vampiress, because I
Mm.
specialize in blood kink, and that's one of my favorite
Okay.
kinks. So I get to revel in some blood. And then I have like my pure, just really heavy hitting stage effects and fire shows, which are very technically advanced and dangerous.
Oh
Like
yeah.
my fire, the one I do in Chicago, where I'm hanging by my neck and swinging with
Yes.
massive bits of fire. That is one of the most dangerous shows I have.
Mm.
Um, and
Trained
just
professional
showcases
folks.
all of the technique. Yep.
Right. Yeah, especially like you mentioned with blood play, like that kink. I mean, I remember that. Oof, back in my day, not to date myself, but like in the late 90s, when goth was kind of a
Yep.
big thing, hot topic, and
We were
like
the thing back in the day.
hell yeah. And I remember, like you said, with education, my girlfriend in the time and I were just old school, like, oh, let's just use a razor blade and this and that. Yeah, no. Slutties,
There's a
please.
space for that, but you
Yeah.
gotta make
Do
sure
your
you do the
education. We had no,
preparatory care.
yeah, we had no idea what the fuck we were doing. Oh my God.
Hey, old stories start that way, you know?
Yeah. And seeing that's what one of the things I adore about your presence is the love of horror because I am a horror nerd by heart. Today's the
Yes.
5th. Just 2 days ago, July 3rd, I watched all the Return of the Living Dead movies, and everyone's like, why are you watching
That's
those on July
amazing.
3rd? Because that's the day it takes place.
Right. You
Come
gotta
on, Pete.
do it on
No.
the traditional
Yeah.
days.
Return of the Living Dead Day needs to be like a more official thing. And I did see
Holiday.
it. Yeah.
Agreed.
And I saw a burlesque performance once. Someone did trash. Oh God,
Yeah.
it was a Chicago
That's true.
artist. I'm not gonna remember her name. I am so sorry, but she
No
killed
worries.
it. Perfect performance. Still one of my favorite burlesque shows ever, hands down.
That's awesome. I'm always down for a burlesque,
Hell yeah.
alt show or horror show. Those are my
Hmm.
favorites for sure.
And burlesque shows are
I
great
saw,
first dates.
oh yeah, for sure. I also saw like a Little Shops of Horror,
Really?
burlesque act. That was just amazing. And then I think they also did that on RuPaul's Drag Race. Somebody
Mm.
did Little Shop of Horrors. Feed Me Seymour. Like
Oh, were they
a
the
whole
Audrey
had the
too?
whole Muppets. Yeah.
I'm gonna have
So it
to
was
look that up
wonderful.
now. I'm trying to catch up on. I'm seasons behind on that show, but I'm trying
Same.
to. So
I
we're getting
still
there.
dabble into it every now and then when I'm
Yeah,
not on tour.
right. We are. So now I know we've talked about a lot of performances you do. So as a performer, when you get invited to perform, are there any certain invites that you get, you immediately say, oh my God, yes, I can't wait to do this show. This is totally my jam. Or are there some that pop up where you're just like, this really isn't my vibe, polite pass?
A lot of the shows that I'm like most excited for would be Exxxotica shows.
Hmm.
Those stages and the energy from those stages do not compare to anything else.
Oh God, no.
Um, like at least in the strip club industry, you know, the strip clubs can be either really exciting or really dead. They're hit or miss a lot of
Yep.
the time. But Exotica always has the energy. Like even if there's not many people in the audience at that moment in time, the
Hmm.
vibration of the environment is really
Yes.
something that is intoxicating. And I love being on those stages. I love all the people there. And I'm able to express in a manner of which is more in depth,
Hmm.
than a traditional like club setting. Because I'm performing for
True.
other artists rather than, what I call
Oh,
civvies.
yeah. I didn't
So
think about that.
people
Okay.
can, it's so, one of the most wonderful things is getting off stage and
Hmm.
having people like connect the little things that only an artist would see or connect. And they're
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
noticed that you had this little prop that made an homage to this. Or like, I noticed that this
Wow.
song fit perfectly with this homage. And I'm like, you guys noticed versus
That's
when
why
I
I
get
was
off a
doing it.
stage. Yeah, when I get off stage at a strip club, most of the time it's, hey, nice tits.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Good
I mean,
job.
it doesn't hit the same as like, oh my God, you noticed that? Yes, I was trying so hard to connect the theme and
Right.
this.
Yeah, the validation is
Yeah,
wonderful at
there we go.
Exxxotica.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's a stage that I absolutely love. It's in Louisiana. It's at Michael's Men's Club in Broussard.
I've heard of that, yeah.
That stage is probably by far my favorite stage in the industry so far.
Oh,
Nothing
okay, okay.
compares.
I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a second, that's my next question, actually. So we jumped ahead. I will take that gladly. So
Yeah.
now down there, is that like a dance club, strip club, or entertainment? What tell me more about Michael's? Because I know I've heard it in passing with some friends that have gone to Nolans back in the day.
Of course, yeah. So it's not necessarily in New Orleans exactly. It is
Mm.
definitely suburbs of Louisiana. But it's a strip club and
Hmm.
it hosts the Stripper Olympics every year. Um,
Okay, now it's clicking. I gotcha.
yeah, they're a gorgeous stage. I love being on those stages. They have a winch in the middle for like crazy aerial
Mm.
height. The poles are huge and like in a lot of venues, I'm a tall lady. It doesn't
Yes,
help that I wear
very,
10
very
inch
tall.
heels on top of it.
No.
But when poles are only 8 feet, I'm already almost able to touch the top when I put my
Yeah,
hands directly above my head.
like this
So
isn't giving me a
having
lot of
that
room to work
height,
with.
yeah, having that height and space really allows me to elongate my lines, and I enjoy that a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, now the stripper Olympics, I had to ask because I've heard of that in passing. How is that competition like? Like, what's the energy there, the vibe? And I know we went over it previously. How is it when you won the Olympics? Like, that had to be, I can't even imagine how well that felt.
Yeah, that was an insane moment for sure. So the Stripper Olympics is a very non-stop competition.
Mm.
It happens all in one night. There's three categories,
Oh,
and all these girls go back to back to back. They have a
just
pole.
nonstop.
Yep. They have a pole portion, they have a hot seat portion, and then they have the floor show.
Mm.
So three categories. You got 3 minutes to show everybody what you got. And at the end of the night, they tally up all the scores and hand out prizes.
Hmm.
The first year I got invited, was last year. Was it last year? When I won
25?
was the first, yeah,
Yeah.
2025 was when I got invited for the first time. I was newer to the feature world. Had been a performer all my life, but new to the feature
Right.
world. Um, and it was the most intense thing I've ever experienced in this domain because
Hmm.
that club's massive. So I'm nervous
Okay.
as hell. That first year, my bags actually got destroyed in TSA. They ripped through my
Oh,
bags. I was doing my big fire show, so I had my headdress, I
shit.
had all my torches, I had all my bedazzled G-strings, a costume, all of which was either ruined, damaged, or missing. So I pulled up to
Fuck.
Louisiana in a hysterical fit. We got an outfit last second. I borrowed
Mm.
a buddy of my, like a very genuine person's torches. We weren't buddies then. We just met. Her name was Nova Baby. She's a
Oh,
big
okay.
wig in the industry. She just won EDI East this year.
Congrats,
So
Nova,
shout out to
baby.
Nova.
And they
Nova's amazing.
helped you out and like, sure, I got you, girl. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
she was like, here's some torches. I got my fans helped me pay to get these like expensive pliers to try to bend my headdress back into shape because it was metal.
Oh, so
And we
it's just
pulled it
all
all
fucked
off.
up.
Yeah, it was all
Oh,
wrenched. So we had to like torque it back into alignment so it does my mohawk.
yeah.
Um, so my fans helped me get the tools necessary to fix that. And we did the show. And I was like, there's no way I won, right? Like I'm
Right.
out
You're like,
there
this
in
day, no way.
some pleather sports bra, some pleather pants that are like meant for like a festival rave, not
Yeah.
even a performance show. Like there's no way. And how they do awards is they announce first, second, third for each category, and then they do the overall titles.
Oh, okay.
So for every category, I was called up. So I placed in all 3 categories and then took first overall. So every category, my name's being called up to get a medal. I don't remember where I placed for all of
Right.
them, but
You're like, it was a day.
it was a day. So every time I was just like, holy shit, there's no way this is happening. This is my first
Yeah.
year. And then when they announced overall, they do third, second, and then
That's
first.
when they do the bat. Okay.
Yeah, and I got hysterical. I was crying. I almost fell to the ground. Like,
Oof.
I didn't know what was going on, but it
Right.
was the most like chaotic yet amazing moment of my career thus far.
Yeah.
Just it all hit me at once. That was my first big win.
Right. It was your first time there. They invited you and all the luggage
Yeah,
shit happened and you still brought it
I
back. Like,
swept
fuck it. Let's...
floor.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
it kickstarted my career in a way that I could never thank Michael's Men's Club and the people there enough
Yeah.
for.
Absolutely. Where now I know you've been at this for a minute, so take us back to the beginning. What inspired you to first step on stage, and what was that first stage show like?
So this started when I was a young girl. I used to go watch Disney on Ice and Broadway shows with my grandparents. And
Aw.
so the story goes is there was a show, I think it was the Top Blues for the Air Force in Colorado.
Okay.
They were on stage, and apparently the story goes, according to the family, is I stood up on my seat and was like, you know what? I'm gonna be on that stage one day. And I started dancing in the aisles. They couldn't get me to sit down.
Yeah.
And
Major
the
statement.
first, yep, I was like, I'm gonna be there one day.
The hands on the hip and everything. That's gonna be me someday.
I was ready for it. And they put me in dance. I became a professional ballerina, touring Russia for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
And the first time on stage was probably like, I think it was like my first ballet recital.
Okay.
I remember getting really upset because this one piece of hair would just dangle in my face and it wasn't slicked back into my perfect bun.
Mhm.
And I remember having a whole temper tantrum over it, like screaming, crying on the floor over a single piece of hair in my face.
Motherfucker.
Yep. I'm like little toddler vampiress, like throwing a complete temper tantrum. But after that, like it's just been my home. The stage is home. It's a one place where like the preparation beforehand is nauseating at best.
Oh, I can't imagine.
A lot of stage fright for a lot of years, but now I live for the moment that I can step on that stage and the world goes quiet and it's just me and my body.
Wow. Beautifully put. Yeah, there was one time I went on stage at a Chicago club, Berlin. We used to cosplay as Ghostbusters back in the day.
Heck yeah.
And I went up there and that is horrifying.
Like, you have
just
stage fright?
Yeah, everyone just looking at you like, I'm gonna try to dance with this proton pack on my back. And I was like, oh my God, what the? So yeah, my hat off to you. I can see how with the right mindset and preparation, that can be intoxicating. Like, oh my God, this is where I was meant to be. And for me, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do podcast or something just where I can sit in my room and talk to people. Like, this is my comfort zone.
Yeah, I'm getting used to this. Getting constant feedback and being able to see myself is a new ordeal for me. And try not to be super self-conscious of how I look on the screen.
You're like, wait, the strap, hold on, let me fix it. Oh shit.
Yep, I'm like, I'm just always fixing and working on that. So this area is new for me. So
see,
maybe we can trade, I'll teach you how to be on stage better. You'll teach me how to podcast better. It'll work great.
Exxxotica, New Jersey. I'll jump up there with the proton pick. All right, round 2. Let's do this. We can do it this time.
They
like,
would love
is
that.
there a Ghostbuster
I'll just drag you on stage with me.
Right. We go like, come on, let's go.
Yep.
So when the lights do go down and the heels come off, who are you outside of performing? So like hobbies, passions, and of course I love saying this. What sparks your joy? Just because it's a fun word to say.
So that one is a little bit of a difficult one.
Mm,
I'm workaholic at
okay.
best. I don't do well in stasis. So it's always some new project. The heels come off, yes, but usually you see like this little goblin with her hair in a
Right.
messy bun and glasses, rhinestoning each outfit, like
Hmm.
fixing those up, or just straight back to the drawing board.
Yeah. Like,
Whether
all right,
it's
what's next?
designing my music, doing my props, like it is my passion. It
Hmm.
is my hobby and it kind of consumes most of my life. But outside of that, because my hobbies are very creative and my
Yes.
job is very creative, it's hard to continue making art for yourself when you are constantly having to produce art for a living.
Right. Or you're like, ooh, this could be good for a show. And then it's like, well, shit, I was supposed to do this for myself, but now I have a new act in the works. So there we
Now
go.
it's ready to go. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a little difficult, but I guess what helps reset everything is I am a dog mom. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see my
there we
little
go.
one. She's passed out right there.
Oh, now I see it. Okay. Just blended right in. I'm like, wait a sec. I thought that
Alita,
was.
Alita,
Oh,
say
there we go.
hi. And there she is.
Oh,
I have my other one. I think she's on the ground somewhere,
right.
enjoying the AC that I got.
Right. Lucky son of.
But yeah, yeah, right. She's just laying there like, yes. But yeah, that's my main, I guess, mask off moment is
Yeah.
walk. You'll see me walking my dogs, smoking an herbal cigarette, like just enjoying the sun.
Yeah.
Despite my name, I don't get to see sun
Right.
often, but I do need vitamin D every now and then.
Let me
So
just put
you'll
the
see me
sunnies in a
soaking.
hat on and we're good to go.
Exactly. My little parasol. I'll walk with my
Yes.
parasol like a
Even better.
weirdo. But yeah, I also am a water baby. I love the water because I grew up in the mountains. So being in
Oh.
water, I didn't really get to do a lot growing up except for in lakes. So it's where you can also find me is in the water decompressing
Hmm.
to some capacity and then
Right. To
walking my
some
dogs.
capacity. Water and dogs. There we go. So now with performing, what has it taught you about yourself? Whether it's like confidence, discipline. So what's like your biggest personal growth you've discovered as a performer?
I think my biggest personal growth as a performer is discovering my voice and
Mm.
my voice, but also I guess a little bit of confidence and standing up for myself. There's
Yeah.
a lot of when I first started in the feature industry, and even in the circus, I got criticized a lot because I was always intense and I never fit the box that a lot of people wanted me to fit into.
Hmm.
Everyone likes to be able to categorize an individual. It's easier for a brain to process a
Yeah.
categorized item. But I never really fit into those boxes. So in my years of performing, I've learned not only my voice is unique and should be celebrated, but also how to stand up
Hmm.
for that. Because there's so many
There you
venues that'll
go.
be like, oh, well, we're we're putting you on here for publicity. And also like you now have to change your entire look persona art
Oh.
to fit whatever we need. And I did that for a long time. Like I'm very
Hmm.
good at also uh shifting into the guise of a brand for their
Okay.
benefit.
Right.
Now that I am an independent contractor and doing my own productions, um, a big thing is yes, if you are hiring me to be your brand,
True.
that's a different story. But if you're hiring Vampiress, a brand, she has her own set of rules and will publicize
Oh.
how she feels fit to benefit
Yeah.
her brand because those things don't align. And it took me a lot of years to learn, like, hey, where that fine line of compromise is and
Oh, absolutely.
how to decipher those in contracts.
Instead
So
of
I
just
think
saying,
that was the biggest
sure.
growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're first starting, it is a habit to just say yeah to everything because
Well,
you want to
yeah,
get your
because you're
name out there.
eager. Yeah. Like, oh,
But
sure, I'll do. Oh, you want me to do a clown act and make food? Okay, I fucking guess. As long as my
you're like,
name's on the board,
okay,
sure.
sure.
I don't
Or
know how
they
to
put you in
cook.
highlighter yellow with bright red hair, and
Oh,
you look like Ronald McDonald for like an entire show. You're like, this is great, but I got it.
yeah. No, and especially in 10-inch heels, like standing your ground now and being like, well, nope, this is what I can offer. You reached out to me. If that doesn't work, all right. Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Exactly. It's
But in a
learning
more
to
nice
stand up
way.
for, yeah, professional, mass
Yes.
professionalism always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for you, what's one of the funniest, sweetest, or most unexpected interactions you've had with an audience member or a fan during a performance? Or after a performance, of course.
I guess a lot of my interactions, I guess, is that are the most real are the moments usually when I'm covered in blood, right? Because I'm already
Of course.
intimidating as fuck. There's
Yes,
a
a little
very
bit.
select there's a very select few that are just like, oh, I love this girl. And then there's a few other select few that are like, fuck that.
Eep.
Let me get out of here.
Yeah.
And I think the funniest ones was my first time on a strip club stage as a feature. I had a 30-minute set because that's what I was
Damn.
hired for. It was 30-minute show.
Yeah.
Only me only on that stage for 30 minutes.
Ooh, get it.
That
Okay.
was rough.
Yeah.
But it was an 18 plus club. I think I called him a kid, but he was 18.
The
Full
babies.
disclosure. They came in, and I think it was his birthday. And there was also WrestleMania or Midget Mania going on. Um,
Oh, yeah. Two totally
and
different
I
things, but I know
jumped,
both.
yeah, the micro, it was Micro
Micro
Maidens
wrestlers,
and
yeah.
then another troupe that was also
Yeah.
there. But I jumped on the cage, covered in blood, completely nude, and these boys just and like
Rawr.
immediately got up and left. They're like, can't handle that. But then I also have like the very sweet interactions with some of my fans in which I'm coming up to them and I'm crawling all creepy and I go to touch
Mm.
them and they just make this really in-depth eye contact, like in awe. And I'm like, I have you and
Yep.
you see me and this is awesome. And I always grab their face. I ask first because permission and
Consent is
consent is
key.
key.
Yes, yes, yes.
But I'll be like, can I touch you? And I'll just grab their face and like smear blood down them. And that's always my favorite moment.
Oh, yep. Okay. I'm down for that. Wow. Yeah, and I was gonna say when I saw you at Exxxotica walking by, I was just like, I, I don't want to interrupt
Oh
them.
no.
They look like they might be like you had that just strong aura, like you're talking about. And yeah, every time you walk by, I was like, just ask, do you want to come on the show? Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially at Exxxotica, I play a lot of different roles at Exxxotica.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staff, I am a hottie, I'm a stage performer. I also do
Mm-hmm.
crew with them. So usually when I'm at Exxxotica, I'm laser focused, but you
Oh
can
yeah,
just
you are
yell at
locked
me.
in.
The best way, like, don't feel intimidated. The best way to be is like, hey, Vamp! And just
Vamp over
yell
here.
loud as you can at me. And then I'll be like, you'll
So
snap me out of it.
yeah, so for you, so now I know there's a plethora to choose from, but is there a performance that you did that just really hit hard for you that reminded you this is why I love to do what I do?
It was probably my fire performance, my big
Hmm.
one. It's called Fire and Chains.
Good combo.
I had a fever dream actually on the way home from one of my tours.
Mm.
Like, and was like, everyone was comparing me to Furiosa in the new Mad Max movie because
Yeah,
apparently I look a lot like that actor.
I could
Um,
say the
so I
Anna
have a ton.
Taylor-Joy. Yeah.
Yeah, Anna Taylor-Joy. Yep. And everyone was like, "Have you seen it? Have you seen it?" And I grew up around watching Mad Max.
Hell yeah.
And my parents were burners. They went to Burning Man every year. They were
Really?
Burning Man regionals. So I'd always done fire.
Wow.
Fire
Okay.
has been something that's been a part of my life since I was like
Yeah.
9 years old. My mom did it, my brother did it. We used to perform together in the conclave. So I was like, okay, how do I mesh this? I have this stripper Olympics thing. I don't know what to expect. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
It came to me in a fever dream. I did it there. And apparently no one has seen anything like that in the feature circuit, at least. Like
Okay.
from the carnies and clowns and festival people that I come
Mm-hmm.
from, it's very normal. But for like in a strip club, it
Yeah.
was never seen. And something about the hush in the room told me that like, oh,
Ooh.
this is my thing. And then I did
Yeah.
it at Exxxotica for the first time. And the sheer amount of like it was such stark contrast. In
Mm-hmm.
Louisiana, everyone just went silent. At
Yeah.
Exxxotica, people lost their minds. It was screaming,
Mm-hmm.
yelling, like cheering, almost like concert. It felt like a concert out there.
Yeah.
Because usually I kind of tune out the audience noise
Clever.
because I'm listening to my music
Yeah.
and my counts. So the yelling and noise doesn't really get to me. But that
Mm-hmm.
time, the first time I did it at Exxxotica, I was like, oh my gosh, this audience is loud, like real
Yeah.
loud, and it like amped me up more and push harder for them. So
Like, all right, they're digging this shit. I'm doing something right. All right, let's fucking go.
yeah, that was the moment. It was okay, this is my calling and this is why I do what
Yeah.
I do.
Awesome. I fucking love that. So now speaking of fever dreams, so is there a dream performance or concept you've been wanting to bring to life but haven't had the opportunity, or something you're just like, fuck, I want to do this, but how can I make it work?
Yeah, there's a lot actually. There's a lot of personal shows that I'd like to put together that are still in the
Mm,
works, or I'm just not able to give the attention they need at the moment.
right.
But I guess the biggest dream I'd say is creating a space or a sh traveling show in which allows performers like myself to not only make good money like they do on the feature circuit,
Yeah.
but also to perform to their fullest capacity um, and show their broad range of artistic capabilities. I
Hmm.
feel like a lot of, at least in the mainstream feature world, right? There's kind of a formula, it seems, that is being given out as to what a feature performance is and performer is
Oh.
as well. And
Hmm.
usually it goes striptease, big sequence costume, striptease, more striptease, maybe a little bit of pole, some prop use, and then at the end it usually ends in like the girl's nude, jerking off
Hmm.
some phallic object in
Of
a
course.
pool of colored goo of some type.
So
And
that's the recipe.
as yeah, as the years have gone on, I've seen that more predominantly. And more venues are no longer fire safe because lack of education,
Hmm.
and or just understanding of fire safety in general. And then a lot of venues are also not aerial compatible.
No.
Um, so I would love to provide a venue, a show, or something of the sort in
Yeah.
which can help fulfill the artistic cravings and facilitate bigger shows for those who are capable of that, like Exxxotica.
Yeah, exactly. I know it's hard, like Chicago, the circus shows. I mean, they're great, but most of the time they're in like a very small. I think the last one I went to was like a sideshow ice cream parlor.
Hmm.
Um, I think I don't know if you know them. Maybe you do. Alaska Lost Boy. Are you familiar?
Yeah,
They were the sole reason I went to that show, and they blew my mind away.
that's amazing.
They are
They're
an
wonderful.
amazing performer, absolutely. And it was the same thing. Like, I know some people have fire, some people want aerials, but in this particular ice cream parlor, it's literally like a standard ceiling. So there's no like fire safety. You can't burn anything. You can't do fireballs. Like there's too much safety restrictions. So yeah,
Yeah,
I love
there's a
that
lot of
idea.
restrictions. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's my biggest goal, whether it's owning a club. I haven't really worked out the kinks yet, nor, and I also need to work on my sponsorship and grants
Hmm.
applications, But eventually it's to own and facilitate a space that accommodates bigger shows, bigger artists who
Yeah.
are a little bit more ambitious than um, ambitious in the regards of their level of performance.
Yes.
Not ambitious as like career based, but ambitious in
I want to blow
their
a fireball.
needs.
I got
Yeah,
you. Right.
exactly. And facilitating a safe space to do that with proper personnel and safety involved, in which we talk to fire marshals. I have my
Hmm.
own personal fire tech that I travel
Oh, I
with, and
imagine. Yep.
I carry the biggest insurance policy I can,
Yeah.
which is unfortunately not cheap, but
No,
par for course to keep
but
my
to at least
audience
show up and
members
be like,
safe.
hey, I'm insured. Oh, fuck. Okay, come
Yep.
on, let's go.
Yep, that's how it should be.
Now, for you, are there some performers that you just absolutely love to work with? And of course, looking forward, is there any performers you've always wanted to do a collaboration with, or like, oh my God, if I could work with blank, that would be bucket list?
One of the biggest bucket lists currently is probably working with Joseph Cure.
Ooh.
He is a fire performer,
Hmm.
um, and he does his show is called Pyromancy. What I would give to
Love
work with
it.
that individual. I also would
Awesome.
absolutely love to work with the Fuel Girls. That's been a dream of mine since I was like a young
Baby
child, at
vamp.
least like 10. Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
I've always wanted to work with them. They're based out of Europe, mainly.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That'd
but
be a
yeah, I
hell of
would
a
love to
tour.
work with them. Yeah, I would absolutely
Vampiress
love that.
European Tour 27.
Right? That'd be amazing. But in general, like the Exotica circuit of performers are
Hmm.
always absolutely wonderful to work with. I adore working alongside all of those performers. They're so open and genuine and
Yeah.
just wholehearted performers who understand the background of it all. Like Claire Faye, love performing next to Rubber Doll,
Oh
Christiana
my God, yes. Shout out to
um,
Robo Doll. She is so
yes,
sweet. I would not have
I
expected that
love
when
Rubber Doll.
I've done meet and greets and the spin the wheel, and it always just happens to stop on Mistress's Choice. So weird, but oh, she's
Funny
amazing.
how that works. Yes, I
Yeah.
love Rubber Doll. I love Christiana Sin. I love working
Yeah.
next to Claire Faye. All those women and how even the like male reviews and the drag kings and queens that I get to meet,
Hmm.
all of those performers are just so talented, and it's always wonderful to share a space with them.
Absolutely. Well, here, and then of course, last but not least, let's say a year from today, you come back on the show after you watched all the Return Living Deads on July 3rd.
Exactly.
What
So,
are some, let's say, how would you see yourself evolving over the next year, and what do you hope to accomplish in the next year?
I think I see myself evolving into more of a producer role of
Hmm.
some sort, as well as continuing my touring,
Of course.
but also facilitating more opportunities and leading the next generation into this
Okay.
industry. I also see myself expanding my bandwidths to more than just strip clubs again
Yes.
and getting back into more of my traditional roots, going into theaters, working at festivals, looking to branch out a little bit more back into my original roots.
Love that. And especially the festival circuit. That's a good idea too. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do miss it.
Yeah. Shit, Vampiress, this was truly amazing. I thank you for your time and energy tonight. It was very lovely having to sit down and
Thank
talk with
you.
you. But of course, before we wrap up, could you let our slutties know where they can find your content, support your work, and of course, keep up
Course.
with everything you have coming up? Because I know you have some performances coming up for the rest of the year.
I do. I am booked solid for the
Yep.
rest of the year. So the best way to keep up to date and track of where I'll be at is Instagram and Facebook. I'm
Hmm.
Vampiress Eternus on both. The spelling of my last name is a little different on each
Okay.
because of previous bands.
Yep, I can
So
imagine.
it might differ a little bit. And then I'm also on OnlyFans. I'm just getting acquainted with Strip Chat
Oh,
personally.
yeah.
Going to be working with Dark Fans very soon because
Dark
a lot of
fans.
the typical streaming sites don't allow for blood play.
Son of a
So we're
bitch.
working on trying to figure out how to get blood to you.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm also on Twitter as
Of
Miss
course.
Vampiress.
And then I know, so spoiler alert, so Exxxotica, New Jersey, I don't know the dates. It's October. Did they,
Yep.
can we hope for spooky shit at Exxxotica? I'm hoping, maybe?
At least from me, you'll get the
Okay.
spooky stuff. You'll get my vampire show and you'll get my fire
Yes.
show at Exxxotica, New Jersey. So I'll be covered in blood and ready to pounce on
Mm.
you.
Oh, I will be waiting for that photo opportunity. And I will say, next time you walk by covered in blood, ready to pounce, I'll say, Vamp, yo, Sammie.
Yep, just yell at me.
Yeah, just 2 seconds of your
Exactly.
time.
I just need
Well,
your time.
yeah. Well, Vampiress, again, thank you so much. I will see you down the road. And of course, stay safe and stay slutty.
Thank you. See you guys.
Are we back, slutties? Are the lights on? Were you scared? It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be scared with Vampiress. Vampiress will take such good care of you. Cannot wait to see them again in Exxxotica, New Jersey. Make sure to follow them, support them. A genuine, creepy, dark article of allure. I cannot stop giving them their flowers. Okay. So yes, Vampiress was awesome. So glad we connected. So glad they gave us our time and energy for the show. And speaking of the show, that's about it tonight. No. As promised, more games. Yes. So this week, with Spider-Man being such a great success, and no spoiler alert, you know I'm a Spider-Man whore, lifelong Spider-Man fan. Brand New Day was a very meh movie. Way too long. They murdered Punisher in the worst Disney fashion, just the way they MCU'd him and cutied him up for the movie. They just should not have had Punisher in this film at all. I'm sorry, I said it. He just should not have been in it. But we're going to do Fuck, Marry, Kill. Tonight's version of Fuck, Marry, Kill. Sadie Sink, who, as everyone knew, was Jean Grey. Spoiler alert, the movie's been out for 2 weeks. Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, and Zendaya, who plays Mary Jane. Gonna have to kill Zendaya, sorry. That might come as a shock. I'm going to marry Sadie Sink because you look at Sadie Sink from Stranger Things, and you know in the later seasons as she's matured, there's some sluttery behind those eyes, I can tell. Tom I would definitely fuck because, I mean, he's Tom fucking Holland. Hello, have you ever seen him do Umbrella by Rihanna in high heels? My God. So fuck Tom Holland, marry Sadie Sink, and unfortunately kill Zendaya. Why don't you tell me your responses, whether it's on social media, or email me your responses to suburbansudpodcast@gmail.com. What's coming up on the show in the next coming weeks? We are almost 60 days from Exxxotica, New Jersey, so yes, we will be talking all things Exxxotica, all things New Jersey, all things Spark. Already have some interviews lined up, so not to spoil, but we will get into those more next week. I do have Goddess Bats. Their interview will be coming up shortly. I am recording tomorrow my second round with Susan Bratton. My God, the charisma, the energy, the fucking wisdom of this woman. So excited. And I've landed an amazing guest. Thanks to Leanne Steele. Thanks to STD Hero. The Addison James will be coming on the show. That's going to be a fucking fire episode, so keep an eye out for that. And what else? Silly me. Silly. Slut Madness 5. It's in the can. It's ready to come out. Hot spots, the hot places to fuck. Which one won? Oh, you can't wait. I'm just going to have to keep edging you for just a little bit longer because that, my slutties, will be coming out next week. 7 days, 7 days, the ring, 7 days. So yes, Slut Madness 5 will be our next episode. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for Moonshine Bondage, Diana Lauren, Leanne Steele, and Bella Bear. 4 people I truly love and admire. 4 people I would love to have a chance. Just a chance. Oh, my God. Okay. My brain's adrifting here. So anyway, slutties, I hope you are entertained. I hope you are left exhausted and feeling drained. Because just like that, my sweet slutties, our night together has come to an end. Make sure you have all your things before you leave. No. The casserole dish, I'll take care of the dishes. It was a delight. I really didn't know you could put Fritos and cheese together in so many different forms in one casserole, but I loved it. Thank you for bringing it. Text me when you get home safe, but don't you worry. Come back anytime. I'll leave a light on for you and maybe even the door unlocked. And please remember, pleasure is personal, consent is sexy, and curiosity keeps it fun. Stay safe and stay slutty. Bye-bye.
No need to knock, the door's unlocked. Come on in, let's have some fun. We'll make it hot, won't wanna stop. Slide on into Suburban Slut. No need to knock, the door's unlocked. Come on in, let's have some fun. We'll make it hot, won't wanna stop. Slide on into Suburban Slut.